Welcome back to JMC Live. We are doing a pre-recording show with Redeemer Wear Apparel. Mike Bacon is the president of Redeemer Wear, the website. Mike, you want to give us the website?
Sure. The website is www.redeemerwearapparelco.com.
All right, and as I said, JMC Live, or as our official name, JMC Ministries, is an official sponsor of Redeemer Wear. We support people wearing clothes. I remember in school, and you probably do, people would go around with the letters FU and I'm a porn star, and I'm sitting there seeing all these things that are telling me you can't wear Christian clothes, because like back then they would just be like, straight up, just a Bible verse, and that was about all they would do, and they wouldn't let you walk around with something like that. But when you look at Redeemer Wear and you see the barbed wire and you see the crosses and the fish and the eagle, and it's stuff that people can relate to, it's stuff that metal fans like, and I have not seen anyone who's had a problem yet with Redeemer Wear. I wear it all over the place, and it's actually a topic conversation. People are like, where did you get that? What is that about? Can a Christian wear a barbed wire? I believe that Redeemer Wear is a ministry tool. It could be a witnessing tool. Wouldn't you agree, Mike?
Oh, definitely. And you know what? Surprisingly enough, there is quite a bit of opposition to what we do, and it's usually from our fellow Christians. But unfortunately, well, what we're trying to do is we're trying to push the envelope and challenge the way people think of what they think a Christian should look like and how they should act. And it's Redeemer is all about kind of changing people's perceptions and making them understand that being a Christian doesn't have to be boring. We don't have to be uptight and snotty people.
No,
it's all about loving people, but just doing it through a heavy metal style.
I mean, you're totally right. You're talking about Christ came to reach people. And I say a very extreme statement, but if Christ was here today, he would be, in the district where there was the strip clubs and the bars, and he'd be talking to people on the street. Depending on the case, he might even walk into a bar to talk to someone. I don't know, but I know Jesus was radical and extreme, and he wasn't about, everyone wants to focus on all these lists of laws, the things you shouldn't do, what you're supposed to do and everything. But if you can't do, reach someone's stomach, if they're hungry, they're not going to want to listen to Christ. If they're they like a certain type of music and all you want to talk about is a different type, you're not really reaching them. And I believe Redeemer Wear is a missionary style outreach.
Yeah,
it's not.
Redeemer Wear is about to undergo a little bit of a change, because we kind of had to step back a little bit and reevaluate why Redeemer Wear wasn't really taking off the way we had hoped it would. And pretty much after discussions with Joe Fazio from the band Hope Kills Fear and Jason Scannell from Raging Storm Records, it pretty much dawned on us through two separate conversations over 2 weeks' time that the reason why Redeemer Wear really wasn't going is because we were taking our style and trying to make it acceptable to the church, and it just was kind of completely contradictory to what we were trying to do. So instead of going after the lost and lighting a bonfire in the darkness, we ended up walking around in the sunlight with a flashlight on trying to preach to the choir, and it just didn't meld.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know that you've already made changes on the website, and I'm diligently trying to help you with that as well, and commit to be there with you 100% through the whole change, because I know a lot of stuff is coming, and I know there's a lot we can't really share with everyone yet because we want to do a kind of like a shock and awe kind of thing. But, from my standpoint, what I see with Redeemer Wear, I see more people getting involved, the clothing line changing to match the needs of the people that are already interested in the mainstream secular bands. For instance, Killswitch Engage, Metallica, you could probably name a few more too. and they have clothing lines, and they have different things that they do, and we want to try and get an artistic style that represents Christ, but still at the same point can reach somebody. And so there will be some clothing, I believe, that you'll know straight up and down that it represents Jesus Christ, and there'll be others that will be a topic opener where you're trying to figure out, well, what is this about? Why is there a barbed wire, wrapped around a heart that is broken?
Yeah. And eventually, the changes that are eventually going to come to Redeemer Wear is we are still going to keep some of our original designs, because that's just what we started with and what's made us successful to this point. But we also want to kind of step up our game on our design work to where it can be worn by Christian and non-Christian alike. But to the non-Christian, it won't be blatantly obvious. But to a regular Christian that sees him wearing it, he can go up and kind of start ministering to him and explain to him what he's wearing. Mm-hmm. And it opens even more doors.
Now, I know that you've been doing a drastic change on pricing. I thought you might want to let the listeners know, do you have like a sale going on right now with the clothes so you can bring in some new ones, or what's going on with that right now?
Yeah, pretty much what I'm trying to do right now is we've got some other designs we're working on that are going to above and beyond take Redeemer Wear far past where it's been in the last 2.5-3 years. And we've decided to go ahead and knock the prices down pretty much to rock bottom on all the regular T-shirts, so we can try to clear out the stock and gain some funding to get some of these new projects going. Like I said, we'll still keep the prices of the T-shirts as low as possible, even when we get the new stuff, because these kids just don't have a lot of money, so we want to make it affordable for them and for their parents.
Exactly. And another level that I see with Redeemer Wear is you're not keeping all the money that comes into Redeemer Wear, are you? I see that you're wanting to give to charities, and you have given to charities. Can you discuss the charities that you support?
Yeah, year before last, when we did the last sponsorship for sponsoring this design, we had done the Eagle with the Cross and Shield, and that sponsorship went to benefit the Atlanta Union Mission to secure bedding and meals for Thanksgiving for the homeless. And it was a rather big success, and we were very happy with the outcome. Now, we firmly believe charity begins at home, so our new policy is pretty much we want to take part of the profits, a good chunk of it, and actually help local charities in our local Gwinnett County, Georgia, like the battered women's shelters, the homeless children's shelters, anything that can get people off of drug and alcohol addictions and put them into job placement programs. That's eventually what we really want to build up to. That's charities that are near and dear to our hearts.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mike, it's been good talking with you.
Same to you, bro.
And I believe that the listeners will probably really enjoy understanding what Redeemer Wear is about, that it's more than a clothing company. It's a Christ inspired with an edge. It's an outreach to help people. It's a charity. It's a witnessing tool. And I hope everyone out there, checks out Redeemer Wear and buys up what they can, and maybe give some to their friends. And I look forward to talking to you more, Mike. As I said, we'll be working hand in hand throughout this, and I hope to talk to you soon.
Yeah, definitely do. We'll definitely talk to you again.
All right, thanks, Mike, and we'll see you later.
All right, thanks, bro.
Jeremy Caverley for JMC Live. Hope you guys have a good day, evening, whatever time of the day is. Be blessed. Bye-bye.